same. Fingers fly and the pixels glow bright in a realm where day turns into night. His armor is strong and his courage is steel. Each battle he faces feels ever so real. Fans gather round as the countdown begins. Hold on to your seats, let the epic wins. Press start, his fame is soaring. He's the king of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda's glory. Every move is a master plan. He conquers the virtual dragons he slays. With every click, his legend is made. Battles in dungeons or skies that he rides. His journey is epic, with fans by his side. No mission too hard, no quest too far. Alameda rides on like a shooting star. In the world of the pixels, he claims the throne. Through the highs and lows, he never walks alone. Pressed on, his fame is soaring. He's the king of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda's glory. Every move is a master plan. King of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda's glory. Every move is a master plan. Every move is a master plan. Alameda grabs his sword by the light of dawn. He's ready for adventure from dusk to morn. In the land of pixels where legends born, he steps on the path where the brave are sworn. No mission too hard, no quest too far. Alameda rides on like a shooting star. In the world of the pixels, he claims the throne. Through the highs and lows, he never walks alone. Pressed on, his fame is soaring. He's the king of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda's glory. Every move is a master plan. Enemies lurk in shadows that whisper his name, but Alameda's heart is a burning flame. With each quest he conquers, it's a hall of fame. A hero in the making, with no need for claims. No mission too hard, no quest too far. Alameda rides on like a shooting star. In the world of the pixels, he claims the throne. Through the highs and lows, he never walks alone. Pressed on, his fame is soaring. He's the king of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda's glory. Every move is a master plan. It's a master plan. Every move is a master plan. No mission too hard, no quest too far. Alameda rides on like a shooting star. In the world of the pixels, he claims the throne. Through the highs and lows, he never walks alone. Pressed on, his fame is soaring. He's the king of this digital land. Join the stream, it's Alameda.
Oh, hey everybody. What is up? Alameda here. And yeah, I'm here. So, I felt like doing that. That was actually kind of impromptu. I was going to open up. I was going to open it up before. And I was like, you know what? How about I just do this? And then I did it. Yeah, I felt that was great. Oh, man. All right. So, today, what we're going to do, we're going to sit back. We're going to have chill. We're just going to chill it out a little bit. All right. I got my Mountain Dew. Wayne, I see you got that drink something, so give me that little sippy. A little sippy drinking something. Ah, yeah, that was really loud, I bet. Okay. So here's what we're gonna first do. All right. I am a fan of the Final Destination series, right? Now guess what? Final Destination has another final ending. All right. Okay, so here's the deal. It's like we're gonna pull up the Final Destination series Wikipedia. All right. So we're gonna do this. Series. Boom. And then what we're gonna do is boom, right here. All right. Final Destination. First one that came out was in 2000. And boy, I I'm a firm like lover of this series. I love this series. This series has received hate and all that, but I'm sitting here like, bro, dude, did they make a game of Final Destination at some point? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I would definitely play that game. Think about it. Like, how, okay, so how would the game go? Would you be the one meticulously doing, hey, this person's going to walk here, and you create this entire Rube Goldberg machine of just instantly annihilating your target? Like, would that be the thing? Oh, it's not perfect. Oh no, by all means, it's not perfect. But it is definitely like here's how I looked at Final Destination. All right. It went from somewhat people could probably die that way to like they're outlandish. All right. But it did create a whole subgenre of just going, dude, they just got Final Destination, as in like creating it as the way that they die is just in a Final Destination manner, right? I'd imagine a story driven game where you try to save as many people as possible. That you could hear, think about it, Wayne. You have it both ways. You are death and you try to plan it out. And then on the flip side, you are the person trying to live and you are given the premonition of what happens and you have to try to avoid it using text-based scenarios. Oh, that would be I think that would be a heck of a game to actually play. That would be amazing. I need my background music. I completely forgot that. Winamp, Winamp, I need you. Winamp, I need you, please. Uh, please. Just all it is just the background. All right. But I would definitely play a game like that. Like even if it did both sides or if it just did to one side, I would play it. But I think that if you're going to play or create the game Final Destination, you have to create it in a manner that you're able to play both sides of the fence. I think that is probably the best way. Because there's a lot of pick and choose your own ending type games out there, but having it like choose your fate in a manner, oh man, it would be a lot more challenging. But think about it, if it works out, it would be great. Anyways, so speaking of this, I am one of the, I probably say I'm in a maybe top 80% fans, fan group of, um, or top 20%, whatever that is. I'm in that little fan group. I'm like, I'm not a diehard where I'll remember every single thing about it, but I'm 100% love the way that they kind of just, it's an original type game. All right, it is great. Um, yeah, just have to be a studio that can pull it off, meaning no AAA studios. Yeah, but I don't know. That'd be very interesting. Like draft up the concept of it and then take it to a game development company and go, "Hey, this is what I want to try to do. Think about it." It'd be great. But so when I think of the Final Destination series, I'm going to be honest, I think of just 1, 2 and 3. That's really the bigger ones that I think of. It's just 1, 2 and 3. And then yeah, 4 came along with the Final Destination. And then you got Final Destination 5, and then now the newer one that is going to be being released in 10 days. All right. So here's the deal is 4 was named the way that it was to make it the last one. That was it. It was just supposed to be the last one. Final Destination, Final Destination 2, Final Destination 3, and they're like, we're going to pull the string on this, the Final Destination. And then all of a sudden they came out with Final Destination 5. And now, 14 years later, we're releasing Final Destination Bloodlines. Now, I did queue up the official trailer for Final Destination Bloodlines. I've already seen it once, but I want to see it again and I want to rip it apart to just point things out. It has been a while since I've seen the Final Destination series, so I definitely want to rewatch it, and I definitely want to go watch Final Destination Bloodlines in theaters. Uh, the thing is, it makes it easy confused with 1. Then them continuing the series doesn't help at all. Exactly. So because they added the Final Destination, it made it sound like it was going to be the end, but then they continued the series, and I was not a firm believer of it, right? So if we go with the Final Destination 1, obviously everybody knows about it, right? Dude has a premonition. He freaking, uh, right here, he's supposed to go onto the airplane to go over to like what, Europe somewhere or something like that. See, here's where the whole Die Hard part comes into play. I can't remember all of it, but number 1 was the airplane. Dude has a premonition about going onto the airplane. The airplane explodes just after takeoff. All right, they played it out pretty good, amazing. They started mixing up some timeline stuff a little bit that actually, or they were like, oh, it's this way, and then halfway through they're like, no, it's actually this way. It's like, motherfucker, if it was that way, it would have actually, people would have started dying in a different order. I'm sorry. However, it made it okay. Then Final Destination 2 came along. They brought back Ali Larter's character and continued that, in which Final Destination 2 basically killed off the last of the Final Destination 1 people, I believe. Then Final Destination 3 came along and introduced us to the nightmare that is uh the theme park. All right. Now a lot of these just happen right after the other. Cool. The 3 year difference, 3 year difference, 3 year difference, and then they did the 2 year difference right here. It's like, we're gonna try to milk this for a lot of money. Then they're like, no, that didn't work out so well. And then boom, 14 years later they give us that. So let's go into this one. The original Final Destination, Alex Browning boards the Flight 180 with his classmates, and then he has a premonition where the plane explodes in midair, killing everyone on board. Where the events from his vision begin to repeat itself in reality, he panics, freaks out. He basically does freak out. Then a fight breaks out, which leads to several passengers being left behind, including Claire Rivers, which Ali Larter's character, she survives this entire thing, or at least the first one. And then all these other characters who witnesses the plane explode moments later. Afterward, the survivors begin to die one by one through a series of bizarre accidents. And Alex attempts to find a way to cheat Death's plan before it's too late. 6 months later, they all travel to Paris to celebrate their survival and believing they cheated Death. However, Carter is crushed by a giant sign. Yeah. So that was one. They basically try to cheat Death from living out from the airplane. All right. Final Destination 2 picks up right after that. All right. So this is the log on the road episode. All right. This is the one that actually created a series of people who will not drive behind a truck carrying logs. It actually created a fear. All right. How many people actually drive along and go, I'm not driving behind that? All right. Like, it actually, like, there was that fear a little bit already in place, but it actually just manifested that fear a whole lot more into a lot of people. I had no fear. I didn't care. But then I started thinking about it. It's like, every time I drove past one, I'm like, bruh, Final Destination. Think about it. If that chain breaks right there, I'm gone. It's crazy. And then the entire thing goes along where everybody starts going on, like, getting killed off one by one by one. And let's see, I believe, which one had frickin' Stifler? I think it was this one, right? I think the first one had frickin' what's his face in it? No. It was, I know he was in it. Oh, he was in the first one. He was Billy Hitchcock, Sean William Scott. You had a cousin or an uncle, can't remember which, that died like that when you were a baby. Oh, dang. Whew. That would actually instill a fear right there. Oh, man. So, in number 2, they hit the on-ramp, and all of a sudden a song comes on, and they start driving, and then, here's the deal, is the timeline at which the premonition hits and the distance traveled does not make sense in the actual movie. All right? There is so much happening that the distance that they traveled in the movie, in the premonition part of it, in number 2, was they had to have driven about 2 to 3 miles before the accident actually happened. But when they didn't actually get onto the highway or the freeway, the accident happened right then and there. Think about it. It's like there were so many things that led up to me going, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. One of them being the bus. They got onto the highway before the bus, but they passed the bus in the premonition. Now, had they continued with it, actually, they would have gotten on the highway before the bus, and they would have never passed the bus. So, like, I'm breaking it apart so bad that, yeah, they did have to squish things together to make it work, but the actual timeline of how things happened in this movie, I feel, was very sloppy. Then we got Final Destination 3, the roller coaster situation, where basically a bunch of people get onto a roller coaster. Some people get off because Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she sees the premonition of them dying on the roller coaster. A bunch of them get off, and then they all start freaking out, blah, blah, blah. And then the roller coaster malfunctions and goes crashing down, and everybody dies. Ooh, buddy. The Final Destination is one of those that I believe this is the one where there was a like one of the survivors or whatever from up here was like, because they lived, one of the, like, a bunch of these guys lived, but I may be mixing that up with Final Destination 5. But this one is where they have the racetrack, big car crash, fire in the stands, everything, kills a bunch of people. Dude freaks out, sees just like all the others. He has a premonition. He freaks out. Bunch of people get saved. They start getting picked off one by one by one. All right. And then at the end of this is where he has a premonition of an explosion happening at a mall where he saves a bunch of people. And at the end, oh yeah, right here. 2 weeks later, Nick realizes the mall disaster vision was only meant to lead them to where death needed them to be, and all three were killed by a runaway semi. So this one right here was actually supposed to completely clear up all of the timeline mishap all the way from here. And then along comes Final Destination 5. I'm going to be honest, I actually forgot Final Destination 5. I just remember like cookie cutter moments of I think this is the movie where a chick was getting her hair done or something, and a mower kicks up a rock and flings it through and actually picks somebody off in a hair salon. Did it like, it was crazy. Oh, Peterton, he eventually gains the lifespan of investigating agent, but is killed by Sam before he can kill Molly, blah, blah, blah. Sam and Molly later board a plane to Paris, which is revealed for the first film when the subsequent... Oh. So technically, I think this one is supposed to be before... This, I'm pointing at the screen. So this one looks like it's supposed to be before Final Destination 1. So it keeps this timeline clean right here. All right. I think that's right. Huh. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember 5 at all, because they like, I'm a fan of these movies, but I don't remember 5 because I've watched like 1, 2, and 3 like 20 times. I've watched 4 like twice, and I've watched 5 once. Right? So I believe let's get out. Is he seriously coming back? Oh, yeah, dude. That dude's amazing. But Ali Larder came back in 5? Yeah, I probably missed it. Oh, this got freaking hit by the SAG after strike in 2023. Oof. That one. It's pretty rough. All right, so what I want to do is we're going to all right, let's just make sure that I'm actually getting this timeline right. So it is Final Destination 5. It's basically the prequel to Final Destination, Final Destination 2, 3, and then the Final Destination. So basically, you had a good series that led up right here, and then you had a nice ending. Boom, done. And then they brought up Final Destination 5. It's like, how do we add another Final Destination movie into this? Hey, let's add a movie that ends where Flight 180 explodes. Well, here it is. So I'm going to have to rewatch this one because I vaguely remember Final Destination 5, which leads us to the up and coming Final Destination Bloodlines. Oh, I'm so like excited for this, but I do have to watch 1 through 5 again in the chronological order that it's supposed to be of 5, 1, 2, 3, the Final Destination. Let's pause this real quick, and then we're going to play this.
Drinks all around.
Oh! There's glass. You can always tell something's going to happen with that glass. It's in the ice, they can't see it, and the camera zoomed into it. Everybody's gonna be like, oh no, somebody's gonna drink it. Oh no, somebody's gonna stab themselves getting ice. Oh no, what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? It's put up into ice. Oh, 100%. If you have a glass that breaks right next to the freaking ice thing, and it's obviously like not, if it was a brown glass, cool. But you got metal, or not metal shards, but you got glass shards that are just like needles that are probably in the ice. Why? Why don't you clean out the ice and go just, hey, go down to the 7-Eleven, grab a new bag of ice. This jackass just broke a glass. Right? This jackass just broke a glass near the ice. We got to throw it out. Bro, come on, man. Just. All right.
Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta.
Who is that? Has he been in a movie that I don't recognize? All right, we got to pull this up. Let's take a look at the cast and crew of Final Destination. Final. Here's the thing: is I've learned to do a lot of stuff offline or off the off screen, just so that I can not do something bad. Because I don't want things to just like get me like canceled for some reason. Oh, oh, gotta love it. Freaking live action Lilo and Stitch. I'm also excited for that one. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm excited for that one. Anyways, let's take a gander at what we got. So we got April Talek, Brick Bass, Basinger. Is anybody any big names? Why does she look familiar? Gabrielle Rose. What was she in? Mm, nothing big that I remember seeing. Not saying that like a bunch of these movies that I just no. Oh yeah, bunch of movies I haven't seen. Man, oh no, it's only 2 episodes. All right, yeah, I don't really recognize her that much. I mean, it could be from you know Fringe and Continuum, but I don't think so. Wayne, the comment right there, they really need to stop with all the let's make the animated movie live action. It always turns out terrible. I will give you 2 movies that actually didn't turn out terrible: Aladdin and The Lion King. Both quote unquote live action remakes of them actually turned out really good. Now, here's the deal is that a lot of people are going to be on the line of they destroyed it because of freaking yeah. I'm not going to advocate for any other animated one they that they made live action, but those 2 alone are the only 2 that I will be watch these 2 and tell me that they still suck. Those are the only 2. I'm not going to say Milan or any other ones, but The Lion King, I'm not going to throw Lion King Mufasa in there, but just The Lion King remake, live action remake, only because they also brought back fucking the man himself, Mufasa, the real, the real man. All right. If you don't know who I'm talking about, uh, mm, we're good. True. I I'm not gonna. Here's the thing: is I'm not gonna throw Milan in there because I didn't watch Milan. I didn't. So I can't really fully tell you that Milan was better than the other. So, anyways, let's jump back into this. Uh, Tinpo Lee. He looks familiar. Like, uh, I've seen him possibly in The Last Samurai, one of those movies. Last Samurai came out in 2004, 2003. Nope, it wasn't in that one. Rush Hour. That wasn't a big. That wasn't a big role. Oh, that was a TV series. What? What's up, Funky? I I don't know why I have a wheelchair over here from Prime. I haven't even. I'm not broken.
I'm in. What's the job? I'm
I
in. I'm out.
Funky, thank you for that Prime. Thank you for spending those Bezos bucks. All right. Uh, yeah. Can't really tell you where I saw him from. So they used a lot of actors that uh aren't like huge, but they're pretty big. Tony Todd, he's a recurring actor, so I can't really count him. Uh April Telek, Casino waitress. I'm not even gonna recognize her in that one. Then I've seen that one a few times. Let's see. Fun fact: I get Prime for a week for my work, for free from your work, meaning you can Prime sub truly for free, bro. That's ridiculous right there. That's amazing. Uh, yeah, I don't really see a big movie that I like. She jumps out at me. Dang. You get it for free for like I got T-Mobile, right? And T-Mobile, it gives me free Netflix, free Hulu, and free Apple Plus. It's crazy. Like I love I just love it. All right. Uh I feel like she might be somebody we've actually seen before. I love how every single one of them is the Final Destination Bloodlines trailer. 47 meters down uncaged. I don't really remember her in that. So she hasn't been in a lot of movies. She looks though she's a TV actress, mostly TV actress. So yeah, it's you get it for you get it from Metro, the Metro T-Mobile combination. It's pretty good. All right. Let's jump back into this and we're gonna pull up the all cast and crew side of the house and we're gonna start breaking this apart. Still, I don't understand why you don't change out the ice. Why don't you change out the ice, man? You broke a glass next to the ice.
Love the one.
Why don't you change it out?
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it. I held him off for...
Okay, come on, bro. If your glass looks like that, there is no way you're chugging. Freaking, you're gonna chug. There's no way you're gonna chug that. All right, that can't be a thing. There has to be like some other. No, you're not drinking that.
For years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, oh, oh,
That's that. Oh! I forgot that happened. Oh, man, that gives you the freaking how you step on something like that. That definitely would fall backwards.
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Oh, dude, I want to watch that
I
again.
held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's a relentless...
Like the distance that this goes down, they had to have stretched those strings on this trampoline so much just to make this happen like that. I don't like either that or they lowered it to the ground a little bit because a regular trampoline, I don't think it gets that close to the ground with just one person. Right? The springs are so stiff, like it can't be done. It does look low from the legs. Like it looks, if you look at this one all the way over here, It looks like they actually cut it off and made it shorter all the way around. It looks like they cut it off and made it shorter. Cut it off right here, made it shorter. So it looks like they actually made it shorter to the ground. Oh. But also, who puts a rake under a trampoline? Come on, man.
Son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job.
Ellen. What was that, by the way? What is this? A self-timer to the hose that, like, you're so rich you have to have a timer to the hose that doesn't go to a sprinkler? Like,
Won't stop till he finishes the job.
if you got a timer for your freaking hose or your sprinkler or whatever, it's not going to look like that. Wow.
Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, oh, oh,
Ew.
Grandma, what's happening to us? Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw
That's familiar. That is familiar right there. Like, is she supposed to, like, represent somebody earlier in the series?
what death was about to do.
But then also, what is this? Is this supposed to, like, be the Space Needle in Seattle? That's not the Space Needle in Seattle. Like, that's not even close. Not even close. I don't.
It's about to do.
And here's the thing, is if it's not supposed to represent the Space Needle in Seattle, why the fuck would you build a building like that? Again. The engineering that went into creating the Space Needle in Seattle was just nothing short of magnificent. Why would you do... That one. I don't understand the layout of this thing. Like, as soon as I saw this, I actually was questioning how. Oh, just a second. Where's the elevator? Right? Where's the bathroom? Where the fuck is anything? Like, you saw the elevator on the outside, but that looks nothing like this. And here's the deal. The Space Needle in Seattle, the glass is so tempered and thick. Like, here, let's actually bring this up. All right. We got the Space Needle. All right. I've been there. But dude, uh you know what? Let's pull out the fact of the Space Needle. All right. So how is it? It's maintained flawless. Dude, imagine, like, your job is to be the glass cleaner of the Space Needle. 3 or 4 panels. Okay, so right here. Space Needle has worked with lead engineers and expert design to install more than 176 tons of glass material. The glass used for the Space Needle's new revolving glass floor, glass barriers, and glass benches are designed like reinforced concrete. Each section was custom designed with multiple redundant layers of structural glass, fused together with high strength interlayer, giving the glass with a high strength interlayer, giving the glass composite a strength capacity up to 5 times the design loads used for code requirement. The Loop, the world's first revolving glass floor, weighs 37 tons and has a total layer of 10 layers of structural glass. The very top of the glass floor is a scuff layer that is made to keep the glass clean from shoe marks. This layer will be replaced on a regular schedule for visual clarity and can be replaced. Bro, like, that's crazy. So here's the deal. You got that entire glass floor, and it's made like that. I don't buy it. But let's continue to play this. I don't even know where their elevator's at. Like, is the like the inner workings supposed to fit right here for the elevator? It's too tiny. I don't understand.
I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But Death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans. This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
Ooh.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. Watch out!
Is this supposed to be like the very first Final Destination?
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe Death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
That would be
Pass you
crazy.
by.
I still don't see the elevator. Like I don't. The construction of this place does not make sense. I do not understand how it is constructed. Because you can't. It just. Let's go back just a little bit right there. What is that? Is that stairs? Are they falling out of the stairs? Where the fuck's the elevator? Like, this is the part I don't understand. The construction of this does not make any sense. Is it like a stairwell revolving around like a singular? It can't be, because you saw the elevator go up on the outside all the way to the top, right about here ish. Where is it? Right here. It goes up on the outside. And it's so tiny. But yet, like, the size proportion doesn't make sense.
Only by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe
So it
Death's
falls
not actually
over.
coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Good luck.
All right. So, with that being said, let's pull back the actual Final Destination wiki, and we're gonna read what it says about this movie. So in 2011, Tony Todd said that if Final Destination 5 was a success, then 2 sequels would be filmed back to back. I'm sorry, what? On August 23rd, when asked whether he would be directing a sequel, who knows, never say never. I mean, it's up to the fans. We'll see how this one performs internationally. And if it makes as money as the 4th one, I'm sure Warner Brothers will want to do another one. January 2019, new installment announced. Cool. Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema will write the script with the plot describing as a reimagining of the franchise. Canon as the first 5 will focus on first responders, with the series carrying out stating, "We're toying with having it take place in a world of first responders. These people deal with death on the front line every day and makes choices. We rely on their good judgment, expertise." Okay. So they really don't have the entire plot of it right here. Let's pull out the movie itself. So, typical stuff is directed. It has these people in it. Before release of... okay, got it. Cool. Release. Yeah, it really doesn't tell us, like, the plot. Obviously, premonition, prevent death, people die. That's that right there. I just... Final Destination in a freaking nutshell. Oh, yeah. So we'll see. It's gonna run short, just short of 2 hours. So 10 minutes short of the 120 minutes of 2 hours. So an hour and 50-minute timeline, which kind of gives it the normal era of timeline for a movie. All right. So let's without my commentary and ripping this thing apart on how stupid certain things are, let's watch this. Start to finish.
Drinks all around. Family, you don't get to pick the one you get. Just gotta love the one you got.
I always knew this day would come.
I got it.
I don't think you got it.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a bitch. Won't stop till he finishes the job. Death is coming for our family.
I said, oh, 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 oh,
Grandma, what's happening to us?
Years ago, I had a premonition that started it all. I saw what death was about to do. I saved a lot of lives that night.
Everyone needs to get off the dance floor!
Lives that were never meant to be saved. But death doesn't like it when you mess with his plans. This book, it will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
It all started with Grandma. Death is coming for us because we were never supposed to exist. Watch out!
by embracing death will it pass you by.
Maybe death's not actually coming for our family. Because that would be crazy.
Oh,
Good luck.
I am so hyped for this movie. Like, ooh, can't wait. It's a week from now, next Friday, we're gonna get to watch it. I hope that you guys are out and about and able to watch it. Uh, we'll see. I'm just, mm, dang. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna jump back into the idiots that just can't drive. All right. So let's get our background music going again. We're gonna hit up that play. Now, here we go. It's just here's a story. All right, I'm driving home from work today, and there is a dude literally on my bumper, like driving right behind me, so close that I could read his license plate in my backup camera. All right, that I don't understand that part. So, what do? I give the whole little, hey, slow down freaking signal, my hand out the door going, hey, slow down, back off. Dude just gets closer. Like, it's crazy, ridiculous how close he is. And we were going through a school zone. Dude impatiently just went. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just go the freaking speed limit. Go in the speed limit. We reach a stop sign, 4-way stop. I stop. Person to my right, they stop just after I do, so I go. That person, they pull in right behind me, and then the dude just starts raging even more because now there's a car between him and me, and he's going even slower than I was in this school zone. So, like, the speed limit going through the school zone is still like 20 miles an hour. It doesn't say slow down, but I slow down. There are kids present. There are people everywhere. I don't know when one stupid high schooler is going to just jump out in the middle of the road, right? So I'm going even slower for the conditions in which I'm being presented. I drive, I make a turn, and the person that was behind me, they go straight. The freaking rager, he makes the same turn that I make, and within seconds is immediately on my bumper and just blows through a freaking stop sign to stay on my bumper. I maintain speed limit, and then he tries to pass me. Notice how I said tries. He tries to pass me, and I just speed up, and then he starts giving me the freaking a nice little a gesture of fun and amusement, and I'm just sitting here laughing. I completely go past the road that I'm gonna drive and just continue going down. Like, I just went out of my way to continue to screw this guy's day over by going the speed limit because he wanted to be a complete and utter douche canoe. All right. So homie went on my bumper, just raging left and right. And then he finally just, out of nowhere, just whips this right onto this other road. And I'm like, okay, time for me to go home now. I'm done. I'm ready to go home. And I just drive home. And everything's fine. But I was just ready. Because dude was like on my bumper. And there was a cop right next to me. I was like, bro, you don't see this? You don't, like, come on, man. You don't see this. Dude is just going crazy. Whatever. So let's watch other people how they can't drive. Man. All right, we're in Salem, Massachusetts. Dude, okay, what are you doing? Why are you stopping? No. You don't be kind. What is this dude doing? So this dude stops in the middle of an intersection to let this car go through. No, you don't stop in an intersection like that. Don't be kind, be predictable. Let's pull up this intersection. We're going to pull up this intersection. Let's pull this off to the side real quick. Salem, Massachusetts. I want to show you the size of Salem, Massachusetts. It's that big. That's crazy. All right, so let's back up just a little bit. Take a look at our intersection. It looks like we have a very interesting intersection. Although it looks like it could be more, it looks like a four-way intersection. Oh, what the fuck is that? Looks like it could be right here. No. Not that. Where are you at? Right here? No. Wait a minute. Does that look like a Capitol building to you? Places like flags out front. But no, because there's no islands in the middle. Alright. Let's go. Where are you at? I'm gonna find you. Okay. Nope. What's this? Stop it! Is it? Looks like islands. Is there flags? No flags. Looks like we might be on the same road though. Right here. Nope. We lost our island. Nope. Go this way. Oh yeah, we lost our island there too. We lost the islands there. Oh, this way? Nope. Okay. Like it looks like it's on the main road. Right there. Where's 114? Gotta be around here somewhere, right? I mean, that looks like it could almost be it, but it's not. There it is. Right here. Here's our intersection. It's a very interesting. So we can see our intersection is there because we got this guy right here. This whole little flag setup is right here. a whole flag set up right there. We got this intersection right here. That building is over here. All right, so it appears that we are making this right turn right here. All right. So let's drop it. All right. Yeah. Yep. Look at that. Boom! Freaking nailed it. Cool. All right, so here's the part. Like, when you have a protected turn, like they do, there's going to be no crosswalk. As you can see, given this little red dot right here. So we got a protected left turn, little red dot, probably a hand that says, hey, no walkie-walkie, means no pedestrians this way. Okay. So we're going through. And then dude just stops mid-intersection. Now, if there was a cop nearby that actually saw this, this person could actually be cited for disrupting normal traffic flow. Because he has the right of way to go. And he paused for them. Like, why? There was no reason for you to pause. There's no reason for you to, like, you're just interrupting the flow of traffic, you nerd. Okay, so you got the guy. Yeah. It just makes no sense. What is the purpose of this dude just sitting here? Like, was it only to let this guy go? No, you don't do that. You don't be nice. You be predictable on the road. Predictable is you take your right of way when you actually have the right of way. Not when you don't and then go, oh, I know I have the right of way and I'm in the intersection, but bro, you go. No, you don't do that. No, that's not. If any accidents actually would have been caused in that intersection, this little freaking snot rocket right here would be responsible for it. Even if no contact with his Mercedes actually happened, that little snot rocket would be involved or be responsible for what's called a miss and run. Because he's going to be like, I'm not part of it, and he's going to leave, and he's going to run. But he's the one who actually caused the accident, even though he wasn't involved in it. Stupid. Corpus Christi, Texas. Dude is just... I bet you they came from over in Europe somewhere, and they're like, hey man, I'm driving on the right side of the road. No, this guy is driving on the right side of the road. They're driving on the wrong side, the left side. It's just, what? You don't pass on that side either. Like, they definitely had to have been tourists who just completely had like a brain fart about how to operate and where to operate. All right, so let's pull up this intersection real quick on the Google of the maps. So we're first going to try to find it without punching in the coordinates at the bottom. Nacogdoches, Texas. All right. Nacogdoches, Texas. Let's see if we can find this intersection. Looks like we got a mini mall. I'm actually having kind of fun just taking this screenshot and going, where are they? Obviously, we got the town, so it does narrow it down for us a little bit. And if I need the what's in the north and all that, the west and the north, I got it right here. Cool. But let's take this picture and we're going to try to figure out where in the world these guys are. And there are so many things. I can't read the signs right here. I can't read them. They're too blurry. But we appear to have a strip mall right here with what looks like steeple, possibly a church. So we are looking. No, not there. Nope. It's an open spot. Nope. So we possibly right here. Walmart Supercenter? Maybe? Hashtag question mark? Is it coming from this? Do we see a... It's possible. We got it right here. So it looks possibly like right here. Let's drop our dude and take a look. Whoopsie. Is that the... Nope. That doesn't look like it. Go over here. Come on. That's a bank. No. We are not right here. Let's close out of that. Let's get back up here. No. So it's definitely near a strip mall, though. At a stoplight. And this looks like a freaking 3-stoplight town. Wait a minute. No. It can't be right here, is it? No, there's nothing. There's like nothing over here. Really don't see it. We're gonna find this just because we can. So we got nope. 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 That's a Lowe's. What is that? What is that? Little freaking icon. Nope. Let's move over here somewhere. No? No? It's all gotta be... Nope. Could that be a library? I mean, it has... It's possible, but there's too much stuff over here. No. 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 Is it? No, it can't be right here, is it? Because it's not a... Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's continue down this road. We got our Hobby Lobby. Surprised to actually see one of those out. Alright, so one would think that I was there, but it's not there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a center turning lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, center turning lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, center turning lane. So, like, it should. Maybe I was just looking in the wrong direction. No, because that's not a hospital. No. Barbecue house? What if it's over here? No, it's not over here. Because we're still looking at that 4x4 intersection with 2 center turn lanes. Like, that's the only one that I can see that has... Wait. That can't be it, is it? No. No. I mean, looking at that. This is 2025. And this is 2025. Sorry, this is August 2023. I don't think this right here would be it. No. Street lights don't match. Actually, wait. Dude, seriously. No. Because you got that sign right there. This elevation doesn't match that. That elevation really doesn't match that. Like, in order for the elevation to kind of match, you'd have to put this right here, but it doesn't. Alright. Almost at it. Nope. Continue on. Continue on. That appears to still be right there. Nope, that's housing. There's no strip mall there. Nope. Let's go back. We got this road. There's a couple churches. It can't be. Like, that doesn't make sense. Let's follow this road real quick. Nope, that goes to 2 and it's wavy. And it looks like it heads out of town. Whoopsie. What do we... Oh. We're next to a gas station. And a Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. Where's Pizza Hut? That's where I'm just gonna... Pizza Hut. That doesn't look like it. Pizza Hut. Huh. Way off. I didn't even see that intersection right there. What is that? That's a Kroger? Is that what that freaking symbol is? That is. That's what that symbol was. Kroger. So we take a look and boop. Kroger. Man, I can't believe that. Alright. Close that. We're going to close this. We're going to plop ourselves right at this intersection right here. Here's our intersection. That's cool. Yep. Kroger. Yeah. I guess that's one of those little things that I don't recognize because I don't see a lot of Krogers around. All right. So what do we have? Let's examine this intersection. So we have 2 lanes going straight. Oh, they looks like they actually redid this road. Okay. 2 lanes. Go, go, go. That person got scared of them. Now they stopped. Intersection of them. There's probably going to be a honk. Yep. So let's kind of take that one back just a little bit more. We're going to rewatch that one from the beginning. So we pull out. Green light. They start going. That person probably thought that they had a protected left turn and realized that they didn't when they saw this car in the intersection and then looked up and probably was like, I fucked up. And then they do the gesturous hand wave. Or that was just them trying to turn the steering wheel. I don't know. New Smyrna Beach. That was interesting. So this person, they jump out there. There's a lot of oncoming traffic. Oh, he was doing a U-turn. That looked like a U-turn to me. Like, I don't see them right there. I do see him right there. Do a U-turn. So they 100% probably could have yielded in this little merge lane right there before trying to freaking go. Oh, we got a popo. Green light. Oh, yeah. Wrong turn, dude. My man, you didn't yield, and you turned into the middle lane. 2 no-nos on a red light when making a right turn. Down in Atlanta. Yeah. What do we got? 55. Oh, whoa. Whoa, son. I mean, let's take a look at let's take a look see. All right. If the GPS is correct, Home Slice is going 92 miles an hour. All right. We're in Holland, Wisconsin. Holland, Wisconsin. Oh, geez. That's Holland, Wisconsin. So it appears we're dropping down because we're hitting the city limits. So it's possible that they're on this road going inbound to town. Let's take a gander. We got a hill as our landmark off to the right. I see no hill. Fuck. I see no hill. Okay. Let's drop you off over here then. Are there any hills here? Barely. The shed. Bro, it says Holland, Wisconsin. What about over here? No. We are on a... Okay, so we are on like a massive road here. That means we'd have to be... No, we're not even on that. Nope. Are you on like 41 over here? No, because why would you I don't think you would have a golf course on a freaking hill like that. But let's drag and drop you to right here. Nope. But we do have this thing. We have our roads. We have our same layout. Kind of. This doesn't make sense. They're not in Holland, Wisconsin. I can already say that. All right, let's drag and drop you right here then. We got a hill, a giant hill. There's no giant hill. So I do have a GPS. I want to avoid using that for a second. So we have a giant hill. We have Holland right here. Now, if you're going to claim Holland, Wisconsin as the location of this, we are looking at a 4-lane road, which means... Is it here? No, because that's 2. That's a 2-lane road. Is it here? That's also a 2-lane road. So that means we are on an interstate. Are we... going inbound to Green Bay, or are we over here? Nope. This is Sparta. I just got totally lost. Ooh. Shit. All right, so I'm going to assume they're either on 41 or 43. Now the question is, can we actually dig ourselves into this road on 40? Where's 40 at? 41. And see if we can find this hill. Oh, we got a hill. So we're driving along, driving along, driving along, driving along. That's a hill, but I don't think it's that hill. Because we got housing off to the left. So let's keep driving along, No. We're approaching a realm of possibility here. It's a rest area. Hey, 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 cut it out. Nope, nope. Where's this giant hill? Right? So I'm thinking it could be this one over here. Where are you at? All right, so we're going to go right down here. Just driving along. I still don't see our giant freaking mountain. And I'm looking for a mountain real quick. There's no mountain. Is that it? No. I don't think that's it. Let's drop right here real quick. See what we got. Not that big of a mountain. That's a hill. We're not there yet. Nope. 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 All right. For the sake of this, we're going to have to punch in coordinates here. 91.28617 west by 44.00188 north. Cool. Let's see how close and far off frickin' Holland, Wisconsin is. This is the intersection that I brought up. All right, so here's our mountaintop. Here's our housing development. There's 94. We got to zoom out just a little bit more. Holland is over here. This is where it was at. I was not gonna fucking find that. So we're on I-90, bro. Crap. No, we're not on I-90. We're pretty close to I-90. Near Sparta. All right, so let's take a gander and drive along this road real quick. Definitely not fucking Holland. So we're driving along. Exit ramp is 40. Got it. We're cool. We're going to be approaching our hilltop here pretty soon. It's right there. I see it in the distance. Do we have an on-ramp? We do have an on-ramp. That's going to give us a current speed limit. Maybe. Nope. Is this it? Is this our speed limit? Nope. That's 53 and 35. So we're still driving along. We're going at speed limit, whatever that is. We got our do not. All right. Our speed limit, 65. Speed limit on this road is 65. Wow. It's very incriminating. So we're steaming along. Apparently this dude's 90 miles an hour steaming along. Steaming along, it's 90 miles an hour. Keep going, keep going. We're reaching our area here. All right. We potentially see our signs coming up. Do we see our signs? Nope. Come on. Where the F is this? Oh. I went really far back. Let's drop ourselves at this intersection. Come on, dude. Drop. Alright. Here we go. Driving along. Driving along. Alright. We get our signs saying, hey, freeway ends. You know what freeway ends means? 65. Going down to 55. We are right here, ladies and gentlemen. We are right here. We got our housing development. We got our stop sign, or our speed limit signs. Pretty good. I feel like they're not the right ones. But let's keep going. Yep. And we are at 55 miles an hour. So this dude, being the smart genius he is, we're cruising at 92 miles an hour, fluctuating, of course, because you're going to see it go up and down. Got our 55 mile an hour speed limit sign. No turn signal. Immediately hogs both lanes. This guy drops down. Had an accident happened because of that maneuver, that trucker would have been held liable for reckless endangerment, failing to maintain, or lane change without signal. There's a lot he could be charged with on that. You don't just pull out in front of somebody like that just because they're going faster than what you actually want, like you actually want them to go. That's not the case. You don't control somebody else's speed like that. Cops control somebody else's speed. All right? If you pull out in front of somebody and you cause a wreck, guess what? You're going to be responsible for that wreck. It's plain and simple. Let's rock and roll. Woohoo! Wet conditions. I bet you that dude had some bald tires. Here's a quick public service announcement. Check y'all's tires. Make sure that you have adequate tread on your tires for the conditions that you are driving in. Me, I have enough tread to last until when I plan to change out my tires here in maybe like 3 months. I'm planning on 3 months is when I want to get the money together to change out the tires. But as you can see by the rain, wet conditions. Ooh, I love those bridges. Where are we at? Bronx, New York. A bad driver never misses his exit. That exit really snuck up on him. One-way road, Lansing, Michigan. They realized they fucked up. why? Why was that person just in the middle of the road? Were they trying to control traffic? Like, you're not going to control traffic that way. There's no way you're controlling traffic. There is way too much space on this side for you to just sit there. It's not going to happen. Bet you what they were probably trying to do is go, I don't want this dude coming up on the right to jump the gun and try to cut his way in. It's like, bro, what if they need to make that right? Right? Why are you trying to throw off his day? So we got pedestrians, right of ways. Okay. Let's break this one down actually. So there are right of ways established. Now, this dude's right of way is sacrificed because he's trying to go straight. His right of way is sacrificed because there are pedestrians in the road. He immediately, right here, all right, there is still a pedestrian. They are stopped. As soon as this car clears and this car makes its right turn, the actual right of way is this car. Now, this dude, unfortunately, he stopped just in time, but if there was an actual accident, it would be partially at fault, but this dude hasn't cleared the intersection yet, and you can already see him trying to take off with the pedestrian in the crosswalk across. He's already in the wrong right there. So both cars take off at the same time. Now, here's where we're at. That person still hasn't cleared the road. And then both of them take off at the same time. By right of way, and I feel bad for the cam driver, this silver car actually had it. Because the cam driver's right of way was sacrificed because of this pedestrian. Even though he did hustle and bustle a little bit towards the end, he still had to wait. That's very unfortunate for the cam driver, but that's honestly where we'd be sitting at, is if an accident happened right there, they would probably be both held liable. But if I were to put blame on one person over the other, it would be the cam driver more blame than the crossing sedan. All because of that pedestrian. If that pedestrian wasn't there, 100% cam driver had the right of way. But because of the pedestrian, cam driver did not have the right of way. Oh, and they're arguing. Oh, they're just taking off. Because that's cool. That's what you want on your commute to work or from work or whenever this happened. What are we looking at? 1036? Is that what that is? 1836? Oh, that was the minutes. So we got year, month, day. We're definitely in the afternoon, possibly evening time frame, with a 13, a 5, a 6, or an 8. Depending on how they date timestamp their thing here. So we're just gonna say in the afternoon. That's exactly what you want to smell on your way home from work. Freaking burned rubber. You're not at a drag strip. That's a public road. Yeah. Puerto Rico. Heavy traffic on the left. Looks like we got a HOV lane right there. Whoa, hello. This is why you don't pass on the right. You always pass on the left. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. There it is. Ooh, who's at fault? Let's break this one down. They're asking who's at fault. All right. So now let's hold up. We have very little information to go off right here into identifying this intersection. So let's move forward real quick. We're going to try to look at this street sign right here. All right, what is that? Let's drag that right here. Make this as big as... What does that look like? No. Barely know barely know it on that one. Now, here's what we're gonna go by. All right. We have a one-way road. What looks like 3 lanes, possibly 4. So we got this lane, this lane, this lane, and this lane. And here's the part that makes it really iffy. All right. Is what the actual traffic pattern is for this. So we have the entire freaking United States for this. What license plate is that? It's a car wash. The car that hit my kid wasn't in a travel lane. My kid had a stop sign. Who's at fault? So we're gonna have to work off some assumptions right here. If that actually wasn't a lane, all right, by law, if you are doing something that is not legal and you get into an accident, you are at fault. If this is not a lane, they are traveling in a non-traveling lane, which is making them do something illegal, then they would be at fault. However, this intersection, I need to know where it is to properly identify. Now, I can't really figure out that gas station right there, but maybe I can get Google real quick to help me try to identify this location. Camera. Attach that. Can you help identify this intersection? It's trying to do local. Could you provide some information about the general location, for example, city, state, where this image was taken, any landmarks, features you remember? On the opposite side of the road is this. This is the other side of the street. All right. Here's an image of the intersection. Bro, I didn't want you to fucking tell me the... I want you to tell me, where is it? Where is it? Connecting to Google Maps. Unable to identify. All right, fucking thing. All right. Okay, so we're gonna have to I'm gonna say Unkidro 2 is the actual camera itself. Unkidro 2, I think that's the actual, yeah, the actual camera itself. Now what really sucks is here's the issue that I have is I'm not provided a clear image of any license plate. Now, given the fact that that's Prime, I'm fairly confident Prime happens anywhere in like Canada, all of America. I think they have it in Puerto Rico. So we got that. All right, let's see if we can just get closer to this sign and try to get it. Searching everywhere. I can't tell. What gas station has that? In orange and silver with a blue stripe as their color combo. Gas stations with orange and silver with a blue stripe. 76. So that's a... Wow. All right. So next, we got our 76 gas station. We're going to take an inch by inch over here. What is this business? All right, I think that's almost close enough. Like, okay. Whoa. 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 Okay. What is that? Is that a U? A Y? All right, I'm going to do some of this off of screen just so I don't like end up. All right, so we got a what looks like an SC. Oh, why don't I do this? I can try to make it even bigger. Oh, that's as big as I can get it. SCH something LER road. Something something LER road. Schiller? Doesn't look like SCH. Maybe I can Google this one. Google me, bro. I need you to tell me. One second. All right. I gotta put you back up top. Is it? Let's see. Let's give that a run real quick. SCH U, I mean it looks like a UYLER road. And 76 gas station. No, it's not here. No, it's not here. See, this is why I didn't do it on stream. Okay, so there is also in Illinois. No, that's not it. No. How about we got SCH UYLER and something King. Intersection. All right. So that didn't freaking render any results. Let's actually see about Schuler, Nebraska. I highly doubt that's the place. They don't look like they could own a 76 gas station. Yeah. So here's what we got. Nebraska, not a thing, because the only fuel station they got, that and the CNEX. Like, what is this? Luther King intersection. Nope. That's not what I wanted. No. let's see. What else do we have that is SCHUYLER? I need more. I need more. Search more. Bro, you guys are killing me. Kearney, New Jersey. That is fucking tiny. All right. Now, let's SCHU Schulier. Schulier, 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 Shu, Shu, Shu. Shu, Shu. Shu, 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 Shu. I almost want to say that that could have been it. But here's what we got. I don't see a 76 gas. 7-Eleven. Is it further? Maybe I don't see it yet. Oh yeah, it ends right there. There's a Kingsland Avenue. That's... It is. It's 3 words. It's a 3-word King Street. All right, we're gonna have to try to shift frames here. What is that? Can we identify that license plate? We're almost there. Back. All right, so let's... All right, I gotta let Peanut outside. That's what I thought. Martin Luther King Street. But that first word doesn't look like Martin. Oh, Peanut's outside for a bit. All right, let's shift it. So the car came out of nowhere. I was really hoping this would be an easy one. I just pull up the street intersection, but this camera view is just crappy. I think our best way is to try to figure out what that business is named. What is that business named? All right, Google one last time, buddy. Oh, no. Whoa. Google. Come on, man. Let's do this. Identify that business. Can you identify this busyness? That's not. No. No, that's not what I want to know what the logo is. What the business is called. The fuck? No, I'm not looking. Dude. Maybe later. Bro, come on, man. You're killing me. All right. I don't know if we'll be able to identify it. Okay, we gotta. Okay, so it's a bigger city. Oh, you can't see that. It's off on my other screen. Freaking sitting here trying to shake towards a freaking. So there's a bigger building right here with a 76 gas right here with a car wash next to that building. I have. It was taken on April 30th. It's gonna drive me crazy now. I don't leave things undone. You know what? We're just gonna go. All right. So if this is true and there is actually no lane there, which judging by this side there isn't, this person is held liable because they are actually doing something illegal. Now, I don't really trust driving through traffic like this, but they both stopped, let an open spot, and that car was doing something illegal. Yeah. Is there anything down there I can find? Nothing. Yeah. I believe that car that was driving on the shoulder would have been at fault. I highly doubt that there's a turning lane though. This is where I need the intersection to be able to tell me exactly what's going on. Like I have this to tell me, and that's all. Unless I can magically fucking part out this intersection on Google Maps, I can't tell. Intersection. What was the name on the video? It's It's on YouTube. It's one of the Dash Cam Nation videos. The actual one is idiot can't drive, throws a tantrum. Basically, it has this right here as its thumbnail. Yeah. Let's just continue on. I can't make out the actual location of that, so we're just gonna have to move along. God damn. What's the time on this? 4 minutes. I might have to come back to this a little bit later, just for that peace of mind. But yeah, see if I can dissect anything else that's out there lingering that I might be able to use to identify where it's at. But yeah. Bottom left, start of clip. Just a second. Let's YouTube this. YouTube. Search. Mr. Speck. Mr. Speck. Cool. Nope. Nope. Mr. Speck. All they have is... Oh, nope. I don't even think that's them. Playlists. Yeah, that's a playlist as well. Those are all playlists. Yeah. I'm not putting what I'm finding. Do they have Amazon Prime in Europe? Nope. Nope. That's not who I'm freaking looking for, buddy. Alright, so we got that. We're going to mute that. More. What is this? What number is this one? 14. Oh. I want to show you this. I can only do so much. Look at this. It's... Yeah. Akidro 2. Let's Google this and see what this comes up as. Yeah, that's the actual camera. It's a 1080p dash cam. Aki dual dash cam HB 1080p front and rear camera. Super capacitor 6-lane 170-degree wide angle lens. Night vision and G sensor. Bro. This dash cam with all that funky sounding stuff, I could buy it on eBay for $40 or a very similar one on Amazon for $40. Yeah. It doesn't really tell me. Like, I wish I'd be able to find where this intersection is. I can't. Yeah. What just happened? Bro, Wayne. Wayne. Really? Really? Freaking Botrix banned? Bro, you're not banned. / unban at Wayne. Remove timeout. Got it. How about we do this? Boom. And Wayne, I'm doing this. Please don't abuse it. You found it on Reddit? Portland, Oregon. That looks about right. There's a 76 gas station. Yep, that looks about right. Martin Luther King. So it was Martin Luther King. It doesn't look like Martin Luther King, though. All right, so we are right here at this intersection. We're going to drag and drop on this intersection. And we are actually going to do this. All right, so we do have our 4 lanes. Yep, there's our business. Bro, thanks for finding that for me on Reddit, of all places. All right, look at that fucking gas station. All right, so we do have this line right here, which is right here. This bigger line, which is right here, indicating that this lane right here and this lane right here. So this right here is not a turning lane at all. So they are right in their actual is that what it's fucking called? Heyday? They are right in the aspect that that's not even a travel lane. That's yeah. So uname is how Reddit formats their usernames. How come a Google search didn't freaking... Google, you suck. Right now. Alright. Yeah, Google search should have rendered that. Stop it! I'm not talking to you right now. Google, you're in timeout. Stop listening to me. Alright, so. Yeah, this is a 4-lane road. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you had to go to Reddit and enter that. See, I didn't recognize it as a Reddit username. So otherwise, I thought the U / the username was like YouTube. Like, why not? It was labeled in red right here. Like, come on. I would think that this would be YouTube, but I guess it's not. Anyways, now that we found our intersection, we are in fact a 1 lane right here, which is travel, which is right there. This lane travel, which is right here. You only realize it because you recognize the formatting? Yeah, dude. Freaking crazy. Alright, so we're driving along. We're making that little intersection. Oh, you can actually see the person pull out there just a little bit. They pulled out right here just a little bit to squeeze past. So this person squeezed right here in this area just to travel. They barely squeezed through and then went for it. So they were definitely going for that left turn, but this is not a left turn lane. Because as we make our look over here, if they would have continued, I mean, is there barely any room right there to make that turn? No, because I would figure that there were... Right. %100%. Yeah. What's up, Funky? Welcome back. Yeah. 100% the person who let's actually point them out. Not that car. This car. 100% at fault. Now that I saw the intersection and everything, they were doing something illegal which caused the accident. So they are the ones that are actually at fault. Now, had the cam driver made contact with either 4 of these vehicles, it would have been the cam driver at fault. That's wrong. The funny enough, the whole thread says the dash cam driver is at fault. No, because there is an actual law that if you are doing something illegal and you cause an accident, which that person was doing something illegal, they caused the accident. All 4 of these cars stationary. They were stopped. These 2 created space for the cam driver to go through. The impatient driver back here decided to try to go around. This is why Reddit warriors are bad. You don't take a Reddit warrior. Yeah. You don't take a Reddit warrior. You take a person who's actually learned the laws that are in place to establish who is right, who is wrong in these situations. And based on this intersection, this is not a turn lane. If we want to actually go back, we can establish this even more of a non-turn lane, because that's parking. That's parking. Parking. What's that sign say? Parking. No parking. Huh. Why would they have that T right there if there's no parking over here? That's weird. Yeah. This is not a turn lane. There's no indications at all that it's a turn lane. He was either trying to get ahead by just going over here or trying to go ahead and cut in over here. Either way, yeah. Let's see. The way he was pulling out from this road right here. He was actually at that intersection. So looking at that, looking right there, there's no other place. He was right here, pulling out on this road. He did have to go left because these guys were technically still in the intersection. Because if you look at that, he was probably right here. And then that biker that just crossed right here was going right here. But he's not. This is still a 2-lane road. So even if he was in the parking and he pulled out, that still doesn't change the fact that he was still afforded the opportunity to go through the intersection by these two vehicles. The offending vehicle that went around driving in a non-traveling, non-turning, non-whatever lane collided with this vehicle, puts him at fault. So I don't, but it's very here, we got the manhole right there. The manhole lines up directly in front of the car if it was parked. If that makes a little bit more sense. So let's look at the manhole right here. Boom. If the car was right here, it's off to the right a little bit. Off to the right a little bit. So I would place this person probably closer to right here because there may not have been a car there parked. But he definitely wasn't in the parking spot. And that's just based on the manhole location. If that makes sense. Hey, this Google vehicle took up the center of the road, bro. Yeah, and then they recentered out correctly. Yeah, that if he was in the parking spot, that manhole would be right in front of him. It's off to his right. So he's in the driving part. He did have to go left to go around, but that's because of these freaking drivers right here being in the road. All right. Freaking, we're only 4 minutes in. Bro, 4 minutes in. All right, now that we figured that one out, thank you, Wayne. Coming in clutch with the Reddit. 100%. Yeah, that dude caused the accident. You don't go around somebody on a shoulder just to do that. So he was actually doing an illegal maneuver and it caused an accident. So now if the insurance companies wanted to be really nitpicky, they could put partial blame on the cam driver. But if I were to put 100% on somebody, it would have been the offending car, not the cam driver. All right, what do we got? Oh, you just fucked it up on that one. Like, seriously? You hit a parked car. You're distracted, rear-ended, no harm to both of us. Yeah. Wait, did that say they both went to the police? She filed for bodily injuries with your... Doesn't look like she's got injuries. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Hope you guys saw what I just saw at the very end right there. All right. So, a turn signal does not constitute a right of way. But I want you to watch the nose of the cam driving car. It's going straight. It's going straight. Watch the nose right before impact. Going straight, going straight, going straight. Swerve left. He pitted that. He pitted the car. If you have time to make the swerve, You have time to actually hit the brakes. If an insurance company, if I was fighting on the insurance company side of the house, and this dude, I was his insurance company, the cam driver's insurance company, I'd be like, you pitted that dude's car instead of hitting the brakes. How do I know? Because you swerved into his car just prior to impact. Sorry to be an a-hole, but guess what? You caused it. Like, that's... Had he not swerved that very last second... Because here's the thing is, that car put the cam driver fair denial, and it's rare for you to side with the insurance. Look, here's the thing is, I provide unbiased opinion to what I see in this situation, and I provide where the insurance companies look. I also provide the who would actually be at fault based on hidden laws. Hidden laws are things that are called last clear chance doctrine. Then you also have the if you're committing a crime and you cause an accident, you are automatically at fault for the accident. So small things like that. But this person right here, they shouldn't have swerved into the car. They shouldn't have. Now, it was probably self-preservation, going in that split second where that car swerved in. They're like, I don't want to lose control because I know that car is going to push me over. I want to push back a little bit. But in the time that it takes to turn the steering wheel, it's the same time to put your foot on the brake. And now let's analyze this video real quick to check for indications of them braking. And you can tell based on the angle of deflection on the hood. There was no slowdown. Even the car in front of him, there was no slowdown at all through the entire time of that. No slowdown. Look at the distance between him and the car in front of him. They maintained. He didn't even touch the brakes at all. Like, this right here, distance after pitting the person, right here. Distance before pitting the person. You collided with another vehicle and you still maintain the same distance. That right there is a no-brainer. This person is found 50% at fault for this crash. It could have been somewhat avoided, but yet he maintained speed through the interaction and pitted the car. Now, is this person wrong? 100%. You don't blind turn, change lanes into another vehicle like that. That's messed up. Why would you do that? But the reaction of this car put some of the blame on him. And that's what really sucks. You have to know how to react when certain situations come across. And because he reacted wrong, he pitted this car and maintained speed through the entire pit. And then started to slow down. That's rough. Oh, man. I wish it would have been better, but that poor guy, like, We got not paying attention, not paying attention. They get rear-ended. Ooh. That dude had his foot on the brake. Dude, I want to watch this car just get creamed from behind and no contact was made. No contact. They even slowed down just a little bit. Like they were supposed to do, and they just got rear-ended. Oh. All right, let's rewind this one real quick. Light doesn't make it any better. All right, so we got. So this one is going to be a very close one, and it's all based upon the lights. Now, if I were an insurance adjuster, I would find this intersection in Milwaukee and see it. I would see the indication based on this dash cam right here. This car right here is our offending driver. This white line is the line that is dubbed the asshole line. Now, if they cross this line and the light is red and they actually go through the intersection or into the intersection, that's where they're at the wrong. This person appears like they're already in the intersection going to make the turn. So bro. They've already crossed the line. Right there. The light is still yellow. This is it's stupid. This is stupid. This person should be 100% at fault. But they're not. Because they're technically in the intersection. And the light is orange, or the light's yellow. Because their tire from this vantage point looks like it's on the line, which puts the bumper past the line. That's stupid. And they're just going to keep going. Like, this car should be 100% at fault, but it's freaking stupid. No, they didn't run a red light. I bet you the insurance company claimed that they ran the red light, and both of them agreed. But I 100% would have been like, no, that dude was in the intersection based on the laws that apply to what applies to a person being in an intersection or out of an intersection. But if I was a cop at that intersection, I would have ticketed this dude saying, yeah, you ran a red light. But still frame, photo finish, he was in the intersection when the red light happened, which puts the blame on the cam driver. That I don't agree with that. Like they were even trying to run it too. All of them were trying to run it. That car 100% ran a red light. However, in this situation, well, actually, we can already tell that oncoming light, that light's red. At the same time, this light turned red because this light is going to turn green right there. So these two lights simultaneously hit red at the same time. That car ran a red light. That car didn't run a red light. They ran a red light intentionally. Like, they were slowed down, almost stopped. And then they took off through. That's rough. That is the stupidest thing, but... And what's funny is that, like, both the insurance companies are probably going to agree that this car ran a red light. I don't agree with it. He just... Wow. That looks like one of those, hey, highway hypnosis moments. You kind of start to fade out. Oh, I ran across this intersection already. I've actually looked up this intersection. I found this intersection. Let's see if I can re-find it. Yeah. No. I've actually saw the intersection itself. What was that? Yeah. It was right. Nope, it wasn't there. All right, we're gonna close this. Close that. I don't know. Like, I'm already in the South Carolina part. But it's over here somewhere. Is it right here? No, it was right. I think it was right there. No. No, that wasn't it. It's up in this area. Dude, this intersection is messed up of an intersection. Oh, yeah. It was over here. Or was it right here? Fuck. It was over here somewhere. I found it. And I was just looking at it. And it was just crazy. How about we just do this? How close was I? I was right there. Oh, see? I was there. Oh, yeah. I was actually already looking at it. All right, so this right here. Dude, this intersection receives so much crash on YouTube. Now, I want to say right here. You're at the line. You're at the line. This building, you can't see somebody doing the speed limit. By the time you have to inch your way out into partially the intersection. Yeah, it does. Yeah. It says right here. I found it the hard way the first time I found it, and then I realized that it actually says it right there. Like, this street is like, what, 25 miles an hour for a speed limit? I think I found it once. It was, what, right here or something? On the right side of the road. I don't know. But This intersection is just terrible when it comes to actual traffic. Like this way, you can see it. But if you're looking this way, a car can't really see this. Like it's crazy. And then you have your camera right there. Your camera's right there. Or is it somewhere else? Because that's where it looks like it is. No, it's under. You moved it. Is it right here? Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this poor intersection, like I honestly think that this should be a four-way stop, period. Four-way stop. Now, that doesn't take into account for this cross traffic that is supposed to stop. I've seen many of the videos that actually show these vehicles not stopping at all. Like this one. This is they stopped. They did. And I couldn't tell, but it looks like they were able to swerve out of the way. But this car, had there been contact made, this guy, failure to yield, is a ticket, along with the accident. It's crazy. Just the sheer blind spot of the speed that is happening right there. Don't stop. That's a panic brake. That's a human reaction. And that's a panic brake right there. Like that. She would have been better off had she just gone straight for it. Just go straight for it. Don't stop. Oh, it would have been better off that way, but she panic braked. And I see this way too many times in these videos where they panic brake. And luckily nothing happened here, but in situations where they barely tapped the vehicle, it would have been better off had they just driven right through instead of braking. But in this case, she's lucky. Ow. All right. Ada, Oklahoma. Loves. Oh my God. Look at the fucking gas on that. Come on. Come on. Show it. Show it. $2.47. I just filled up the other day. $4. And I'm not even in Seattle. Bro, that's Midwest pricing right there for you. Not a turning lane. Almost made contact right there. Yeah, that's rough. What do we got? Whoa! Whoa! Well, that was an overreaction. That was a crazy overreaction. 255 in Texas about now. Yeah. Florida's like $3 also. Yeah. Like it's at Costco is where I filled it up at. $3.99. That's at Costco, and that's cutting a lot of stuff out. If I were to go to like one of the roads down the gas station, one of the gas stations down the road, I would be at roughly $4.20 some cents. Dude, that's crazy. Fucking should go to Florida. Funky. I'm moving in. Fucking gas prices are killing me here. right, so we got this guy. Home Slice just makes the fucking turn. Oh, they weren't even paying attention. They were in the right. They were in this lane that's separated right here. They weren't paying attention. They went straight. I thought it was the other way around. Like they were following the exit sign. Oh, you moved into your RV? Awesome, man. Wait. You using your mobile data to watch me? Bro. Bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, this guy just falling asleep at the fucking wheel. This guy trying to go, hey, I want to make this exit, and then fucking overreacts. Car got ran off the road? No. That car didn't get run off the road. They weren't fucking paying attention, and they ran themselves off the road. Oh, you have Starlink? Awesome. Oh yeah, we talked about that one. Hold up. Is it like the actual RV mobile Starlink? Where it's like a smaller dish, but you have to be like sitting still in order for it to like work? Something? I don't know. I know they had like the ones that are for just geographically in one location, and then they came out with the concept of the mobile Starlink, which is like a smaller dish, I think it is, than the one that's at home. All dishes allow you just have to get the proper plan. Oh, I thought there were different dishes. Weird. You just have to have clear line of sight of the sky, right? I think that's the big caveat to Starlink is like overall clear line of sight for the sky. I could be wrong. Funky, you know more about it than I do, man. All right, yeah, this car definitely in the wrong. This car, they were just trying to make their exit and got fucking pushed off the road. Wow. I'm gonna fucking say the car got ran off the road. Homies weren't even paying attention. Just nearly clear sign of light. Yeah. All right. So they see the truck turning. They don't see this truck change lanes to continue on. That sucked. San Diego. That right there was a panic brake. That right there is one of those panic brakes that had they just kept going through, everything would have been fine. They stopped. And then they took off. That's a shame. There are times where you got to understand when to stop and when to keep going when there's a potential accident. All right. If you stop in that situation, there's a potential T-bone and serious injuries that could actually happen. But if you go or stop a little bit earlier, then you have the potential to hit one of the quarter panels, and you may get a mild whiplash with a little bit of jostle and jolting around. But getting T-boned is worse than just getting hit in a corner panel. However, both situations are bad, and if done wrong, what, dude, Steve Irwin, man. That's what I kind of consider those that are like, you trip on a freaking grass root in a sidewalk, you fall, and you bust up your face and you die. Like, bro. It was the simplest thing, but yet it led to the wrong thing. All right, so this guy is going 70-ish miles an hour. That car just goes flying by. I'm gonna assume that they're going somewhere around 80. Lights. There's lights. Yep. All right, what do we got? Red lights. Oh. Oh. That was a blatant run the red light. That white truck definitely freaking creamed that black truck. Watch this again. See the light change? They were already in the intersection. They weren't. They just didn't even slow down. That white truck caused the accident. Blah, blah. Accidente. You don't make the turn unless it's clear. Is this 2 lanes? I can barely see the 2 lanes. But that's stupid. Like, stopping in the middle of a road like that? Lucky you didn't get hit. And they just pulled. They didn't even pull into the center freaking turn lane. They just tried to make that turn altogether. Do we want to go back? Let's go back. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. They're in the intersection right now. The black truck right here is considered technically in the intersection. So this truck is not running a red light. Inching forward like they did, stupid move. Because the wrong cop could pull him over for saying, yeah, running a red light. However, this black truck, if you look at where this white line is, their front tires are already past this white line, which puts them in the intersection by technicality. And the light is yellow. So they're in the intersection when it's yellow. Even right here, their back tire is hitting the white line and it's still yellow. That crappy freaking thing. Let's see what we can get right here. Oh, that was the perfect freaking spot right there. So they are right here. Their truck is in the intersection by technicality. And it's a yellow. Red light. They are fully into the intersection. They are leaving the intersection. And they're not even close to the intersection. That white truck, 100% at fault. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. Wow. That dude just made the wrong freaking turn. So you got 2 lanes right here. And as you can see, they're making a turn from one of the 2 driving lanes, not the center turning lane. They should have made it into the center turning lane and then wait for pedestrians to pass, because the pedestrians are what actually caused them to stop. %, just foolish driver. They're an impatient driver. Like, there are a lot of things that can prevent accidents, and just not being an impatient driver is one of them. If you drive with a sense of, I don't need to rush, a lot of accidents can be avoided. 100%. They could be avoided. It's great. You almost 9 times out of 10, if you play it in a manner of, I'm not in that big of a hurry. I'm not in that big of a hurry when you're driving. you will avoid over 90% of the accidents that are actually out there on the road. It's the improperly slow drivers on a high fast travel speed lanes. It is people who are abnormally fast for the conditions that are actually set, and those who do not actually follow the traffic signage. Almost all of those are the reasons why accidents happen. Wow. Oh, all right. Well, that was it. That fucking place. All right. Well, I am gonna head out. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. We are gonna be back on Thursday. Not 100% sure what we're gonna be doing on Thursday, but we're gonna be doing something good. We're gonna actually play a game. We're going to figure out what we want to do. I don't know what we're gonna do. Let's change this and change that. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna be doing on Thursday, but we are gonna be back on Thursday. So take midweek off, and I hope you guys all have a great week. Enjoy those that are out there. Enjoy the weather if it's nice around what you guys are doing. Dude, it's starting to get nice where I'm at. Tomorrow, I'm going to mow part of my yard because I need to get it done. A lot of that was taken up trying to find that one intersection. Dude, that one small clip, I think was actually more than a half an hour. I think it was about 45 minutes to an hour. Just zooming in, zooming out. What does it look like? Like, oh, dude. That was crazy. It would have been all taken care of had I just known Reddit. But I don't. Yeah. You're definitely going to learn that one now. U/whatever name. That's a Reddit post right there. All right. But if y'all got a question, hey, am I in the wrong for this? Am I in the right for this? Was this person in the wrong? Was this person in the right? Shoot me the details of it. And if possible, let me see a video. But I'll let you know unbiasedly what's going on. Because fair and adequate judgment of what's going on and how you are driving is the only way people can get better. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing with these videos, is so that people get educated on what's right and what's actually wrong. All right. What actual laws out there are people breaking that some people think that are not actual laws? Like people driving on a shoulder. Guess what? If you're driving on a shoulder and it's not an authorized driving on a shoulder, you're actually doing something illegal. Boom. If you actually intersect it, like if you actually cause a collision because you were doing something illegal, guess what? You're going to be 100% at fault. So, but anyways, I hope you guys all have a great day. Enjoy your night. Enjoy the weather that's out there. Fry up some freaking barbecue. Do whatever. Summer's just around the corner. And you know what? 100 days of summer. Safety. Don't do something stupid. Come back in one piece. And last but not least, I haven't said it lately, but there are billions of other people that you guys can see and talk to. And I appreciate anybody who takes their time out to come see me, talk to me, even if they're just lurking. It does not get away from me on that one. Even if it is just a few lurkers, or if it's just one person, or if somebody comes by later and catches a stream after and watches the VOD. 100%. It does not get lost on me that is a thing. All right. So I appreciate everybody. And Wayne, thank you again for being here most of the night and actually helping me with that one intersection. I was really trying to help find the intersection without a lot of that help, but Here's one of the things I got to do. I got to learn license plates. That's what it is. I got to learn license plates. Anyways, y'all have a good night. Stay safe and have fun out there. Bye.
Late night light shines dim on the screen. Alameda's face in a faded dream. Voice breaks the silence I used to hear. A bit of farewell is all too real. Child lights up with hearts and cries. Dreams of memories pour from the eyes. Faces once unknown now feel so near. In the emptiness he starts to disappear. Goodbye from now, we'll miss your glow. The laughs, the tears, the highs, the low. Screens may darken but hearts hold true. Forever streaming memories of you. Keyboard warriors, you left them strong. And digital echoes where you belong. A chair now empty, a soul at rest. The offline world puts you to test. In the silence, hear our calls. 1,000 voices within the walls. Through every click, your spirit flies. Alameda stream never truly dies. Fade to black.